Starting with feet hip width apart, knees soft, and start rolling the shoulders backwards. Really rolling the scapula. Just gentle bend in the knees and start raising the arms up. Exhale, lift onto your toes. And down. I like to start. Roll your head and articulate the spine with the next exhale. Down. Touch the floor, bend the knees if needed. Inhale and exhale. Articulate your spine back up. We're going to inhale here again. Raise the arms. Exhale, come onto your toes. Try to balance. Inhale. We're going to bring it down. And exhale, roll, articulate from the top of the head all the way down. We're going to come into the fours. Taking some cats and cows here. Inhale, really draw your tailbone towards the ceiling or the sky here. And exhale, just really again articulate the spine, rounding the back, trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears, though, so push the floor away. Inhale, come out again. Make space in your spine. We want space in the spine. Drawing the shoulders back. Exhale, round your back. Coming into the last. And take a few circles here with your spine. Try and make it as free as possible. Reverse. Hello. And start trying to roll your shoulders from the scapula now, keeping the spine neutral as much as possible. Try to isolate the shoulder movement here. Tucking the toes, bending the knees, pushing with the shoulders into a downward facing dog. Coming in, pushing into your spine, bending the knees, pushing with the shoulders, extending the legs. Tucking in the tailbone, coming into a high plank, dropping the knees down and pushing again. So use your shoulders to push. And here, use your core. And really articulate the spine here again. It's an extension here. And now we're going to bend the knees and push down the chest to just get a little bit more of shoulder mobility here. So go and push. We're going to lift the right leg and draw it in between the hands. From here, just pulse your hip up and down, squeezing the glute. So we're just keeping those legs straight. Yes, the left leg is straight. Come up. Find a nice little stretch here. Keep pulsing. If you want, you can still hold down the floor, or you can let go of your hands. So you can choose either hand on the thigh, hands on the floor, or hands off. Pulse on the side. Try and keep both feet planted on the floor. And we're going to go on the other side now. So keep your right leg straight and just pulse from the hip here, nice and gently. From here again, we're going to pulse standing and coming to the side into a pose. So try and find your comfortable angle. Good. And moving side to side now. So try and go a little bit lower each time. You can go as low as you want, as long as both feet stay flat on the floor. If you want, you can just come and walk with your hands, or take the hands off. It's as you want. Placing the hands on the hips, bringing the pigeon toes and just coming into a forward fold here. And we're going to bend and extend. So as far as you can go, it doesn't matter. This is about extending and making your hamstring a bit more stretched. If you are quite flexible, you can place your hands at the back of your feet. Taking a moment. Exhale when you extend the legs. Beautiful. We're going to place the hands on the floor and come with feet hip width apart, just a little bit wider. Come into a low squat. So wherever you feel comfortable here, you can sit on the block, you can stay a little bit higher, so half squat, or you can come. We're going to place the right hand on the left ankle, we're going to open the left arm, and we're going to twist open the chest like we want to reach high with the hand. So try and reach high first, change. Reach high. And keep going. Open your chest a little bit more each time. If you're sitting on the block, that is fine. Try to keep your feet flat again on the floor. Last one. Good. From here, if you are into your squat, we are going to pop the knees down. If you are struggling with this exercise, just sit down and just move your knees in and out from a seated position. So you can do this also sat on your block, sat on the floor, and we're going to bring it into a seat. So keeping, and we're going to move this time side to side, so keeping the knees moving around. So we're going to keep the knees here and keep trying to push the knees down and mobilize the hips here. So now we're going to push the left knee down the floor 10 times. Hold it there. And really squeeze from the adductor, and this time we do the opposite side. So the right knee is going to draw down, really push down towards the floor. Changing side. Pushing the right knee down. So if both of your glutes are on the floor and you're not struggling, just push the floor. Activate through the internal rotation. And let's do the external rotation. Yeah, I struggle here a little bit because I've got very, very crappy external rotation. Really squeeze the glute open the hips, and let's just move back to the other side now. We're gonna operate some twists, so arms, elbows bent, shoulders down, and just try and twist your thoracic spine here from side to side. Good. Trying both glutes down. We're gonna lean forward here, come back up, twist, and lean on the other side. Lean forward onto the right leg, twist to try and go a little bit further each time, and lean. Good. Try and hold a little bit further down each time as well. So this is quite intense. Changing side. So twisting. Nice little twist here. I'm trying to loosen the thoracic spine now that we have mobilized the hips. Moving forward. To the other side, forward, and to the other side. Good. And to the other side. Good. Now placing the feet together, knees open, into your butterfly, and just move the knees up and down. Try to really open. open your hips here. Then release. We're going to come onto the right side. We're going to push the left knee down and do a bit of resistance. So push with the hand and push with the knee at the same time. So just open the hip a bit more. So just try and break through that resistance here. My right leg is terrible. I'm laughing about it. Good. Now crossing the legs. And reach your arms up. Interlock your hands. And take a little lean forward here. Just to loosen up. Beautiful. Bring yourself side to side now. We're just going to move the spine into lateral flexion. So try and keep your chest driving up towards the ceiling or the sky here for instance, for me. Really drive that chest up. Keep it nice and high. We're making space in the spine, guys, yeah? So hips are staying stable on the ground, glutes on the ground. And now we're going to go onto one side and we're going to make some nice little arm circle. You can keep the arm straight if you want, or come on your forearm if you can, yes? So you can still keep just the hand on the floor if needed. And we reverse. And we change side. Reach your chest high first before you start your circles. And reverse. Really use your shoulder blade to direct that movement. Coming back, taking a nice stretch. Roll the shoulders back, open, and round your back. To reset, lean forward and come back up. Coming into a pigeon stretch here, so straightening the left leg and keeping the right leg bent. Take a stretch here, trying to keep the hips square as much as you can, and we move up and down here into a little bit of a flow. So up and down, flow down, bring back up. Tuck your left toes and come into a three-legged dog here. We're going to bend the right knee and we're going to draw a little circle with the right knee. So you do some circles on one side and then you move on to the other side. Try and squeeze your heel towards your glute and really open the hip here. Going back in the downward facing dog. Into plank. Upward facing dog, driving the chest forwards, opening the chest. And elbows to parallel. Lift the right leg, open the hip, and bring it back. Just a slight external twist here with the left and the right. And keep going. Try and open your hip more and more. Push up back into an upward facing dog here and into downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg, we're going to come into our pigeon here again, keeping the hip square and going into our little flow, moving up and down. You can sit on the block if you find this a little bit too intense, okay? So you can place a block under your left glute if that is too hard. Tucking the right toes and bringing the left, and again bending the leg and drawing little circles here with the knee. Reversing your circles. Going back into your downward facing dog, walking into the middle of the mat. Coming into a ragdoll here, holding onto your elbows, going side to side, and slowly rolling back up, articulating the spine, all the way to the crown of the head. Thank you guys.